Hey ladies, I'm Liesel. I am a diamond coach. I've been a active coach since June of this year. I went diamond in September, and I was blessed with the opportunity to travel up to Pittsburgh for the Three Vitals workshop last weekend. It was literally amazing. I have really never, aside from this tiny little Super Saturday in Blacksburg, Virginia, with like 10 people, this was my first huge Beachbody event. And oh my gosh, now I truly understand the power of these events. So I just like want to encourage you all, if you've never been to like a big one, to get there. And I'm now even more anxious and determined to get my name off of that waiting list for Summit because I know I need to be there. That's just literally lit a fire under me, and it's exactly the motivation I need to push me through these like hard last couple months of the year and to just grow my business and give me that energy that I needed. Being in a room, it's a tiny little room at the Diamond Breakfast, I just looked around and it was incredible. I mean, you're sitting across the room from the top coach in the organization. You have all these elite coaches in the room, and they're all there to help you and help you grow your business. It's like just incredible. Literally, tears were in my eyes for the majority of the day because what we do is just it's indescribable, honestly. These coaches that spoke at the Diamond Breakfast came from all different ranks. They were in all different places in their business, which is really cool. But no matter who was up there speaking, something I noticed and really just thought was incredible was every single one of them were sharing their story, and you could hear the crackle in their voice and you could see the tears in their eyes. I was like right up close to the speakers, and that was like amazing because their whys literally make them cry, and sharing their story makes them shake and it makes them just tear up. And that is what it's all about. You got to dig deeper into why you're here. One of the speakers said, our job as a coach is to help people. That's not your why. Your why needs to make you cry. It means to be a lot bigger than that. So one thing I would urge you to do is just like write down your why if you haven't. I mean, I'm sure most of you have, but if it's helping people, that's not your why, that's your job. So we got to dig deeper. And I really encourage you to do that. I just took a step back and maybe reevaluated mine and my goals, and just from hearing that. So, and speaking of goals, we got to set them, and they have to have a deadline. That makes them not just a dream. If you say, I'm going to do this by a certain time in my business, then you're not dreaming, you're doing. You need to set daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and then, of course, your yearly goal, which should be that big, scary one that, puts tears in your eyes too, probably. And they also emphasize telling your team your goals. Like you're leading them, they need to know where you're coming from. And you're going to ask them, like, are you going to do this? Are you going to stay in the game with me? And then they're watching you. Are you going to do it? You're kind of holding each other accountable by sharing those. And just like as far as your coaches, you need to let them talk the talk, let them walk the walk. And if they do, then you meet them there. And that was one of the other takeaways I found, just as a coach with a lot of new coaches in Coach Basics right now. I wanted to take away some good points on how to really lead them, and that was one of the things that I found inspiring. As far as recruiting too, I have a really new inspiration in the business. Sarah Griffith is amazing. She's a one-star diamond. She lives in State College, Pennsylvania. She is a high school business teacher. She's also enrolled in master's classes to become a principal, and a mom of a little boy. And I guess her husband commutes over 4 hours a day. So he leaves at 4 a.m. and gets home after 8 p.m. So she said essentially she's a single mom. She's just incredibly inspiring. I just relate to her so much because I work a full-time job. I'm in master's classes as well. It's hard. It's really hard to balance it all and make the time, but she kind of got the room fired up when she said, you know what, guys, busy people get shit done. And everybody just kind of like out laughed and was in like, giving her an like a little amen, and I certainly was for that. That just put a big smile on my face because it's true. And you can't let people saying that they're busy hold them back from coaching, or you can't think in your head, well, that girl is like got so much on her plate, she can't do it. But I mean, myself, look at yourself. You do too. I bet a lot of you do. And those are the people that you want to attract. You want to attract the people like you. And we've heard that over and over again, but don't let people's objections, like being too busy or, not, just things like that people throw at you for coaching. Don't let that hold you back from having a conversation with them and asking them, well, what do you think it takes? Like, how long do you think you need to do this? And share, make it, share what you've experienced. I think that's huge. And then my final takeaway, this came from more of the Three Vitals workshop. And Kim Carver, if you ever have an opportunity to hear him speak, or you can check him out, I'm sure, on YouTube from past summit appearances and things like that. But you can't be afraid to tell people what you do and to tell people that you are a coach. I know when people ask me, just like random people I don't really know, they say, oh, well, what do you do? What's your job? And out of my mouth automatically comes, oh, I'm a fourth grade teacher, and it stops there. Well, I also do this other business. Like, I need to start feeling confident in that and sharing that. Like I can still say, hey, I'm a fourth grade teacher, and on the side I run this incredible coaching business. Like, and start telling them about it. That's going to interest people. A lot, probably more than, oh, you're a teacher. Okay. A lot of people are. The one girl, and I don't remember who she was, she told this story about being at the hairdresser, and she got compliments on how strong her hair was and how thick it was and beautiful. And she said, oh, well, she shared how she drank Shakeology and how she felt that that's how her hair got so much stronger. And our hairdresser was immediately interested, bought Shakeology from her. And the next time she went in the shop, she's like, this stuff is incredible. You need to hang up a flyer in this shop right now, and we are gonna, more people need to be using this. And all of a sudden she had Shakeology orders out the window. So don't be afraid. Just someone like your hairdresser, talk to them about it. You're sitting there getting your hair done, you might as well talk to them about why your hair's so awesome. It's really simple. Even in your workplace, take your containers with you. I know that sparks interest. It doesn't always pull through for me, but people are watching you use the things that you say you do on your social media. Make sure you drink your Shakeology in a Shakeology cup, throw it out there in those like little subtle ways, and send your spouse to work with the Shakeology shaker, or wearing a Beachbody shirt, there's easy ways to get people interested and just get conversations going. That's how you expand your market, aside from, our social media world, because in the end that if we're going to be bigger than that, we have to kind of, go further and reach out to people that we don't know in the outside world, grocery store, hairdresser, workplace, wherever it may be. So just talk about it. I mean, think about it. We are proud of who we are, right? So why don't we share it? Share what you're proud of, share what you're passionate about. It takes a second to step outside the box, but that's just part of why we're here. And just, it was amazing. I wish I could share everything. I have literally like pages and pages of notes in my notebook, and I had such a hard time deciding what to share. But just know that these live events are incredible, and I encourage you all to get there. Super Saturday in Pittsburgh is going to be huge. I'm like trying so hard to figure out how I can get there. It's actually on Friday and Saturday. It's like a double day thing, and I'm sure there'll be lots more information about that coming up. But these things are what makes coaching real and what makes it so extra incredible. So just very blessed to have been there. I wish I could have been on the call live today. But you know, I am a teacher, like I told you. I just hope that you know you enjoyed seeing my video, and I'm sure the other ladies have awesome things to share as well. So I'll catch the recording. I hope you guys have an amazing day. It was great talking to you. See ya.